Hey guys, my name is Matthew, and today we're going to talk about my Stussy collection in this video. So first we're going to talk about the history of Stussy themselves, and then my history with Stussy. So Stussy started off as a company in 1980. Sean Stussy was making surfboards, putting his signature on all the surfboards and selling it like that. And then in the 80s, him and Frank Sinatra Jr. founded the company together as an apparel brand, started selling t-shirts and whatnot in OC in California. From then on, gained in popularity, became a powerhouse in the 90s, and then became the amazing brand that it is today. And without Stussy, a lot of the streetwear brands you see, like Supreme, wouldn't be around. So when I became interested in Stussy, it was in high school. At the time, it was kind of a weird time for Stussy. They were selling at the mall. You could just walk into Zoomies and get a tee for retail, and that's about it. That kind of cheapened the brand at the time, so eventually they pulled out, started just selling at retailers like Dover Street Market, but just selling from themselves. And I think that was for the better, for sure. So I actually just became interested in the brand in high school because I liked how the signature looked, and it looked really good on a tee. So it was also an alternative to Supreme. I mean, you gotta remember, it was 2016, 2017. Everyone was just all about Supreme, and there's so much hype around that. But I felt like it was a good alternative, and there was a lot more history behind Stussy. And I come to find out later on that my dad was actually wearing Stussy in high school, so we sort of bonded over that, and our entire family kind of bonded over Stussy. There's so much Stussy around the house. Everyone in my family wears it, and we all go out of our way to get it. And this is a great segue into talking about one of my most important pieces of my collection, my Stussy Seattle crewneck right here. It's really sentimental to me because in 2017, I went here for my 17th birthday at the Stussy Seattle chapter store in Capitol Hill. And this is what I wanted for my birthday, essentially. It's really important to me also because there's no longer a Stussy Seattle chapter here. They closed it down not too long after. So this is never gonna leave my collection for sure. Now we're gonna quickly run through some of my chapter hoodies. So first we got the Stussy Vancouver zip up right here. And this is the closest Stussy chapter in the Pacific Northwest, so I've gone here countless times, and I had to pick up one of the hoodies. Next is the Stussy Dover Street Market Singapore. So at the time I bought this, there was no Stussy chapter. I think there is one now. So the only way to commemorate Singapore is going to the DSM there. And it's honestly a really great store. So I would definitely recommend, if you're in Singapore, to check out this store for sure. Last, we got the Stussy Guam pullover hoodie. So I've never been to Guam. This was a gift by my girlfriend's aunt. Shout out her for picking this up for me when she visited. And yeah, just super sick. It's crazy that there's even a Stussy chapter over there. Next, we're gonna go over a couple sweatshirts. So this is a sweatshirt I thrifted. It was my first time thrifting Stussy, actually, when I picked this up. I got this in the Bay Area, and you can see that it's a little old. Really cool cracking on the front. If the camera can pick it up. But yeah, really sick piece, nice and faded. I contemplated selling this at one point, but we'll see. We'll see. It might stay in the collection. Next is this Stussy and Nike collaboration pull-over sweatshirt. Really cool piece. Picked this up during COVID. It's really thick and cozy. Since then, Stussy and Nike have done this design on different colorways and such, but really great item. All right, so next we're gonna start talking about some of the button-ups that I have. So first we got this really sick button-up right here that's really shiny. I don't remember the name of it, but I acquired it in Irvine at a Stussy sale. I actually had it tailored to crop it, and I think it fits really well now. But yeah, really sick piece. Kind of reminds me of hieroglyphics or something. Next, we got this button-up that I picked up. It got sent from Japan, but really sick piece. It says Stussy Squad, almost as kind of giving you're a pilot or something, because it says Black Sheet, and then it says Guam, Philippines, Tahiti, Tonga, and Samoa. And then we got that Stussy double S logo right there. And then this is the back here. I honestly got it for, all of this right here. And then last but not least, this was a grail of mine for a while. It's this Stussy Venus colored shirt. Super sick graphic right on the front, and it has that Botticelli motif right here. Fits really well. The one complaint I have on this guy is that it wrinkles super easily. This is probably the best it's gonna look until I wear it. I actually got to see the painting in real life and wear it for a picture, so I'll show you right here. All right, so now we're gonna go into some of the knitwear in my collection, and there's only 2 items at the moment. But first we got this Stussy mohair cardigan. It's a really cozy and fuzzy sweater that it keeps getting overexposed, but it's a really nice piece, fits really well. So I really wanted a cable knit sweater at one point and was able to pick this up when Stussy was doing a sale online. We got this over dyed green, olive green cable knit sweater. I actually wear this all the time. It's actually really cool to wear this during the summertime because it's so breathable. I mean, you can literally have your nipples sticking out there. What? This sweater right here, but really great piece. All right, so now we're gonna delve into some of the footwear in my collection. First, we got the Nike Benassi slides. Not much to say about these. Pretty simple item that, you know, if you've ever tried on a Nike Benassi slide, pretty much the same thing, but with the Stussy logo on it. Don't need to talk about this much longer. Next, we got this collaboration between Stussy and Converse. We got the Chuck Taylor. You can see right here on the heel, it's got this really cool, almost like, you know, sheriff cowboy motif star. This one is empty, but on the front right here, it says All-Star Stussy on the inside. And I didn't have a pair of Converse before this, so this is my designated Converse right here. I also really like the low top version, the 1-star. I almost got that instead, but you know, glad to have the classic Chuck Taylor. And last but not least, I have like a grail of mine, another collaboration between Stussy and Nike. It's the Nike Spiridon, one of my favorite shoes in the collection. Picked this up in a Facebook group for a really good deal. Love this shoe. It honestly goes well with so many like outfits. Looks really good. It's nice to have, you know, when you have pants covering it and you just see this Nike swoosh right here. But it says Stussy right out the front. It also says it on the back right there. Really unique shoe, and I always get compliments when I wear this. One of the best things I think that Stussy and Nike has ever done. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a weird category. Basically, I have 1 pair of pants as well as a bunch of accessories. We're gonna talk about that before we get into outerwear, where I think Stussy really shines. All right, so first we got this pair of sweatpants, the Venus sweatpants. Once again, using Botticelli's Birth of Venus as the imagery. Kind of weird when you are wearing it and there's just like kind of a titty on your leg, but really cool piece. Honestly, just for cozy vibes, I just throw this on. So first we got some of these Stussy lighters right here. This one says Stussy London, and then this one just says USA. But both of them are gifts. I've never been to the Stussy London chapter. I don't smoke, so basically I just use them to light candles. Next we got a couple keychains. We got this one right here that I still haven't opened. And then we also have this 8-ball keychain. Really heavy, by the way. Next, I picked up this pair of sunglasses at the Stussy Irvine sale, and I think they're vintage. It looks like that. Kind of gives Y2K. You can see Stussy right there on the side. Still has the sticker. Haven't taken that off, but just kind of looks like this. All right, guys, let's get into some of the best pieces in my collection. First, we got this paisley print Sherpa jacket. It has this really bold blue colored paisley print that goes throughout. Oh, if I can flip it around. I picked it up at the Stussy La Brea in LA. I get a ton of wear out of this. It's not like super obvious that it's Stussy, but if you know, you know. and it just fits really well. All right, next we got a Stussy work gear item. It's this really sick canvas jacket, very reminiscent of like a Detroit Carhartt, but I picked this up at the Stussy Irvine sale. Really sick item. It's really good quality. I actually got these pins separately and then just stuck them on. A lot of the common Stussy motifs that you see, the S-link, we got the bent crown, and then we got the skull and bones. But yeah, love this piece. It's a great alternative to Carhartt Detroit and fits really well. All right guys, let's get into the last items in my collection. First is one of my favorites. I know I say that a lot, but this is truly one of my favorites. It's the cropped blouson in this really nice green color. I picked it up in 2021 at the La Brea location, and it's got this zip down the middle, these two giant pockets, and it's really nice and cropped on the body. Definitely don't regret picking this guy up because, you know, everyone's cropping their shit nowadays, and this just goes well with so many fits. Underneath, there's actually a zipper that reveals more material that kind of makes it a longer jacket, but don't really do it that often. Let's get into the last item in the collection, and shout out to you if you made it to the end of this video, but you know, the wait was well worth it. This one's a banger. It's the Stussy Cosmos fleece, and it's an absolute banger of an item. Has this really great print that goes all over. You can see all the different galaxies. You have the S galaxy right here. And yeah, really low-key piece that flew under the radar for a lot of people. It dropped, I think, in the fall winter 2022 or 2023. And you know, it got overshadowed by fleeces like the Stussy 8-ball. So was able to get this in the trade and haven't regretted it since. Can't wait to wear this more often and see what fits I can pull off with this. But yeah, Stussy Cosmos fleece, love this piece and I can't wait to wear it more often. Whew. Okay, so that was a lot of yapping, but if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Shout out to you. So if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, do what you got to do. I'm going to be posting on here more often. Next week, I'm actually going to be headed to Japan, and I'm so excited. We're going to do a lot of eating, shopping, all that good stuff. So if you want to see that, please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out.